there's no doubt that the Western world needs Europe to be more successful. We need to see higher economic growth in Europe. We need to see more innovation. We need to see more consumer demand for goods and services, because the Western world will only be strong and prosperous if we have a strong and prosperous Europe.
What does the road ahead to get that strong and prosperous Europe look like? How do we get there?
Look, I think Mario Draghi did a fantastic job putting forth a playbook for how to revitalize Europe. And I would say that, I'll agree with 80 or 90% of what he wrote, but rather than regurgitate what he wrote, and he wrote really thoughtfully, I think the salient points are Europe needs to create a culture of entrepreneurism. Far too much of the world's innovation takes place in the United States and in China. And Europe, having such an incredibly well-educated population, should have far more entrepreneurial success stories than it does. So that's a really big issue that Europe needs to address. It's a cultural issue. And the second is that Europe's capital markets simply aren't deep and robust enough. The venture capital community in the United States, the depth of the private equity markets, the depth of the growth equity markets, the depth of the public markets makes it much easier to organize, to secure capital, and to grow a business than it is here in Europe.